Today we're going to be painting Field of Daisies, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So we'll just hang out for a second. Let me get my comments pulled up so I can see what you guys are saying. Yeah, if you have questions, concerns, just want to talk, please comment. Please comment. Okay. Perfect. All right, so I got comments going. We're just going to chill for a little bit. Like I said, my name is Hannah, and let's just kind of like go over some of the painting things we're going to need. If you want to start gathering your materials, we're going to have some different paint colors. So those are going to be white, cobalt blue, deep green, light green, yellow, and then brown. So make sure you have those. And then for brushes, just a smaller, more tiny brush for details, and then just a brush with kind of a round tip, if you can see that. Yeah, so we're gonna get our brushes, get a cup of water, get a paper towel. Yep, comment when you see it and log on. I'd love to know how many people are joining me today. So I got some daisy facts going. It's gonna be good. Everybody's excited. I think it's official to say it's spring now. I'm in North Dakota. I don't know where all you are from. Comment where you're from. But it's been really cold and rainy the past week, so today was like the first kind of nice day, and it was really uplifting. I appreciated it a lot. So, oh, we have a couple people watching. That's great. Hello, hello. I think we have a few more joining us today, which is going to be good. I'm also going to be doing a giveaway for a painting, so that's going to be pretty exciting at the end, if you stick around until the end. So just hang out, and I'll get that to you. Yep, we also, I can talk about events, some events we have going on. So obviously today is Field of Daisies, but then tomorrow we're doing tulips in boots. I was actually thinking about doing a little tulip on my painting giveaway, but we'll see. We have another person joining us. Welcome, welcome. Aha, hello.
Judy and Heidi, say hi.
Oh, hi Judy and Heidi. Thanks for joining. That's great. I love that. Well, we're gonna get started shortly. I'm just going to hang out a little more. So we're doing tulips and boots tomorrow. Happy Campers coming up. That's exciting. We're going to be doing Summer of Love, which is like a little Volkswagen. Happy Camper is like a camper. All these are on our upcoming events tab on creativelyuncorked.com. So pretty exciting. We're doing Monet's Garden. I'll be teaching that next week. That's going to be a beautiful one if you like Monet and his work. And Bob Llama Ross. I like how llama's right in the middle of Bob Ross. Yeah, he's really cute. It's a cute llama coming up. So that's about a week from now. So check it out. Check our page out. Okay. Some other things just coming up. Don't forget, kids camps are coming up this summer, so there'll be more information on that later. Also, art kits to go on our website. It's a pretty great deal. I'm sure you guys have already checked it out, but we have many to offer, so really good service there. And our Patreon as well. That's another service you can use. Very helpful. So how are we doing here?
We'll probably just go ahead anytime.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll probably get started now, if that's all right. Okay, so my name is Hannah Tangen, and today we will be learning Field of Daisies, which is just a really beautiful, perfect for spring piece, honestly. We're going to kind of check out some materials that we're going to be using here. So Let me just get this pulled up. Okay. All right, so hopefully you all can see me. Perfect. All right, so some of the paints we're going to be using today, we're going to have brown, kind of a darker green, a lighter green. We're going to have a bright yellow, just a really strong blue here. And did I say white? Well, we're going to have white too. Also, make sure to have your cup on hand. And for brushes, we are going to have kind of this rounder edged brush. It's going to be perfect for the petals on those flowers. And just a tiny little brush for details. Yeah, so Creatively Uncorked, just a little bit of information about us. We popped our cork back in 2014, and we've been doing public and private events in the Fargo area ever since. We do parties, private parties, which is a really great thing for us. We enjoy those fully. Yeah, we also, right now, we're offering art kits to go on our website, which is really helpful resource. And our Patreon is something you can also check out if you would like to. If you want to find this video again and watch it, feel free to, it'll be on Facebook Live for a little while, and then it'll be in an Art to Go kit shortly, so look for that, and then eventually it'll end up on our Patreon. So, we have a couple rules here at Creatively Uncorked, and the first one is to have fun. This is fun art, not fine art, we like to say. So that means that the painting you see up in the corner of your screen, mine is probably going to look different from that. And that's okay, because everybody's going to create their own unique pieces. And it's actually really incredible how everybody can do the same painting and then come out with different stuff. So it's really cool. Also, stay positive. Yeah, kind of keeping in that kind of thing, fun art, not fine art. And then we also do the brush pledge. So we're just going to do that right here. Grab one of your brushes and kind of hold it up and put your hand over your heart. It's very serious. There's no funny business involved with this. All right, so you're going to repeat after me. I promise not to let paint dry on my brush. I promise to keep my brush in my water when not in use. All right, perfect. Yep, we don't want the paint to dry on our brush. That's just going to make things a lot harder. So, with that, we are going to get started. Okay, so what you're going to do is we're going to start out with our bigger brush here, and we're going to just kind of wet it, dab it off a little bit, and we're going to grab our white. Now, and again, also, if you have any questions, just making sure, feel free to ask. Also, if you think I'm going too fast, please tell me to slow down. All right, so we're going to take the white, and we're just going to kind of start brushing it on the canvas. Now, make sure to be generous with our water, because we're going to do the background, the sky first. So having more water on your brush is really going to help spread that paint out. And I'm just going to kind of start laying it down. Now, pretty quickly into this, I'm going to grab my blue. We're just going to get just a little bit on the tip here. And we're going to start laying this down, just blending it a little bit. Very helpful. We're going to lay down some more white. And just keep in mind, since this is a pretty sunny day, the more blue, the straight blue that you put on your canvas, it's going to look kind of darker and stormier. So if you're thinking, oh, this is really light, it'll actually look pretty good once you put it down. So we can have a few areas that are a little less blended. We don't have to have this perfectly blended. And we're going to lay down some more. Yep, I have some daisy facts that I will be sprinkling in there from now and we'll see when they happen. There'll be a few drying breaks that we can get some daisy facts in there. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going like this for a little while. I haven't covered the entire canvas. We don't need to with the sky. We're just going to kind of maybe go down, well, I'd say a little more than third, but a little less than half. And if that's confusing, don't worry. I'll show you where you need to end with the sky. Okay. I'm going to add a little more blue up top here. We're using very horizontal strokes here. There's no up and down, it's all side to side. And I'm going to go with a little more white now. Make sure to keep adding water to your brush. Will be very helpful. Okay, I'm just going to go down a little farther. Okay. Just a little more. Okay, I'd say that's about good. Yeah. All right. So then we are really simple sky. Then we're going to be moving on to our grass. And all I have to say with the grass is that we are going to do a lot more to it. So it really helps to just kind of be loose and relaxed with this. Don't take it too seriously. If you don't like the grass, you can always come back to it and touch it up later. And we're most certainly going to be doing that as well. So I think we're ready to move on to the sky, hopefully. If I'm going too fast, just let me know. So what we're going to be doing is we are just going to be using our same large brush, and we're going to be making vertical strokes now up. And we're going to be using our deep green, our light green, and some white as well. So we're going to start out with a mixture of mostly light green and just a little bit of touch of white. And we're going to be mixing that here. And what that white does is it really just helps make the paint less transparent, because the paint can be on its own a little bit see-through. So just adding a little bit of white to that really helps. Okay. What we're going to be doing is we're just going to make little strokes up. We're going to start at the top here, right where the sky meets the grass. And I'm going to be a little bit fun and spontaneous with these and sporadic. Not all the grass has to have this very straight, same size kind of feel. In fact, it looks more natural if it is varied some. So it can be kind of wavy or crooked. And I'm going to kind of start to slowly move my way down with these. And this is going to take a little while just because there's quite a few blades of grass, but that's okay. There's no rush to this. And I'm not filling in the entire background first, just because we're going to have some other colors of grass too to just kind of make it look really varied. So we're going to leave a few spaces for some more grass as we go. I'm going to make a tall one here. There we go. We're just going to kind of slowly start to move our way down. I'm actually going to not only use the thin side of my brush, we're going to try, going a little thicker too with some of these strokes. So if I start on the, move towards the bottom, I'm going to kind of use the thicker end of my brush and maybe I start with the thick end and then I kind of rotate as I go and then get thinner at the top. This is kind of all up to you and what you want the feel of your grass to be. So we encourage artistic, expression here and some liberty. So if you like something, or if you don't like something, I should say, that I'm doing, that is a-okay. And I'd say you do what you like. I'm gonna get some more paint because if you have to remix, that's totally fine. Okay, just gonna be making quite a few. Yeah, filling up this whole canvas is probably one of the things that takes the longest on this painting, but with all the little grass. But as it gets more filled in, we can start to move less from focusing on individual grass strokes because there'll be less emphasis on individual strokes and it'll just kind of turn into one large mass of grass. So then we can just kind of work on filling in some of the empty spaces. Yeah, so if you'd be interested in the giveaway at the end, I'm doing a painting giveaway. I'll just be a really quick, like 10-minute speed painting, and one of you will get it if you comment giveaway, and then stick around until the end, and then we will get a winner there. So if you'd like to comment giveaway and stick around to the end to get that painting. It's gonna be a fun time. I haven't done one before, but I am excited to. I was thinking we could do like an individual tulip, or maybe like a rubber ducky, or an umbrella, a pair of boots. If you guys have any specific interests, if you like one of those options, let me know and we can do it. So we have like a pair of rain boots, rubber ducky, tulip. Kind of spring things. Well, I don't know how a rubber ducky is a spring thing, but I like rubber duckies. Yeah. Oh, now I have that Sesame Street song stuck in my head about the rubber ducky. It's either Bert or Ernie who sings it. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. It's a good song. Okay, so we have, look at this going on. We have quite a few streaks of grass here, but we're going to switch up the color just to kind of add some variety. I hope you all are doing well with it, and if I'm going too fast, please let me know. Love some feedback. Also, I'm from North Dakota, so if you're from somewhere else different in the country, comment and let me know where you're from. I love to hear where people are from, who's tuning in where. Okay, so let's go with, we're gonna do some medium tone grass here now. So I'm gonna add some deep green. I got my deep green here, and we're gonna mix it with, we're gonna be here. Let me make sure, we're gonna be mixing it with the lighter green just to kind of create a nice mid-range green. Okay, I got a lot on my brush here. I need to get some of that off. All right, so then we're just gonna do like we did with the light green. Just kind of adding some streaks in here and there. I kind of like to start with the back and move my way down the canvas, but if you have a method that works better for you, give it a try. Trying to think of any experiences I've had with daisies, but I don't not any really strong ones. I know sometimes a painting can bring up a story for me, but well, I did go to Glacier National Park. If you've never been there, it's beautiful. Oh my gosh. And I believe I went during the spring too, so there were some wildflowers popping out, and we got to go on a horseback ride through the mountains. I felt very adventurous. And we would go through the woods, and there were little just delicate flowers kind of coming out everywhere, and it was so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay, so yep, we're just kind of adding some streaks in here. Is everybody still doing good? Yeah, I think so. I promise I'll get to some daisy facts soon. Okay, let's do a daisy fact, shall we? Okay. So, when a bee lands on a daisy flower, it immediately seeks out nectar. In the process, it picks up thousands of microscopic grains on pollen grains on its body. And as it moves around the daisy, it redeposits the pollen from the antlers to the stigmas. There's been a little biology in here as well. Didn't think about that you would be learning biology in this class. It also moves from flower to flower, repeating this procedure hundreds of times each day. Bless those bees. They're so wonderful. I love bees. I'm a little scared of them, but we'll get some more facts. If you don't like the facts, too bad. I'm just kidding. I am just kidding. If you don't like the facts, let me know. I'm gonna instead of facts, I'm gonna tell some fictions. It's really good. Okay, so we're gonna keep going with this. Yeah, so as you can tell, yeah, this grass is taking a little while, but that's okay. It's gonna look awesome. I'm gonna mix up a little more paint here. Also, feel free to add some more water to your paint mix. Again, if you're having trouble getting that grass on there. Okay, and I'm gonna kind of add some bigger strokes down towards the bottom, just to kind of fill up some space. I think this is a very good viewpoint of like an ant, like what an ant would be experiencing for daisies. Maybe you're like lying in a field of daisies. We're just really in there. Oh, so we have a question. Do we have a painting of bees? Let me.
We do.
We do. Oh, wonderful.
We have a couple of them.
Okay. Those would probably be available in our library, I'm guessing. So yeah, check that library out. Thanks for asking.
Yep, one's a kid's painting, one's in the 2-hour library.
Okay. So yeah, one's in the kids painting and one's in the 2-hour library. Library. Yeah. I'm gonna have to check those out. Okay, so I see we have a couple comments about giveaways. Oh, and tulips are your favorite flower. I love that. They're beautiful. I think of Holland, of course. Infamous Holland with the tulips. Hopefully I'll see them one day. That'd be awesome. I like the idea of tulips. I know we're doing a tulip painting, so if tulips are your favorite flower, we're doing a tulip painting with rain boots coming up soon. So check that out on our page, our events page. Okay, so yep, we have quite a few green here now, and I'm just going to go in with some darker green, just some straight darker green. Okay, I'm really rinsing that brush off. All right, we're gonna just keep adding them in. So as you can see, yes, this takes a while, but I think it's kind of therapeutic. You don't have to focus too hard on it. You can just kind of do the same thing. It's kind of the same motion. But again, notice how I'm kind of varying it a little bit each time with the way it ends. Maybe I'm kind of flicking out, and my pressure on the brush is heavier on the bottom of the blade of grass, and then as it gets towards the top, it gets lighter, just to kind of create a thinning effect on the top. And I'm kind of ending them weird, and I'm kind of being wavy with the blades of grass just to make it look more natural. It's kind of incredible in nature how much variety there is. So I'm just gonna keep going. I got some paint on my thumb. Oh my gosh, I have a green thumb. Haha. First time ever. Yeah, I would love to get into growing like a garden. That just sounds like the best time ever, like super relaxing. I don't really have a yard at this moment, so can't really grow too many things. I don't even have a porch. So maybe I could hang something on the ceiling or near my window. I also have cats, so I have to be wary of that. Growing things that they could stand. Okay, so as you can tell, it's getting more and more filled. We are working our way towards completely filled grass. Yeah, I think it's kind of funny, especially, at least in North Dakota, how everything, I like, when spring comes around, it seems everything just kind of explodes at once in terms of green. Because I walked out the other day and, wow, this was more than just a day ago. It was probably like a week or more ago. And everything had just really turned green. The grass was just super green. And I'm like, oh my gosh, when did this happen? Almost overnight, I feel like. Same with the leaves. They just kind of all sprout at once. Okay, I'm going to add a little more light green in there, and then we're going to kind of move on, give it a chance to dry and move on. So we're just going to get a little bit more light green here. Again, adding just a little bit of white. And adding in some more. I'm trying to think of what my favorite flower is. I don't know, I feel maybe it's like a rose. I haven't really thought about it much, but I feel like I should figure it out. I like lilacs a lot, especially the smell. Okay, yep, so now I'm just kind of trying to now focus on kind of filling up some of those white spaces in the grass. So I don't even have to worry so much about creating individual grass strokes now. Still a few here and there. But we just really want to make the grass look full. So just kind of noticing some white spaces on your canvas and getting those filled in. told you this was going to take a little while. Ah, we have some more people joining us. Welcome. At least from the last time I've noticed. Thanks for joining us. Ah, somebody signed up for tomorrow night. Great. Perfect.
All about the spring painting.
Yeah, oh yeah, we're doing a lot of spring paintings right now. But honestly, why not? I mean, spring is something to celebrate. Primarily because my birthday's in spring, so I know that's the whole reason you guys celebrate spring. It's because of my birthday. I have a June birthday, and I feel like June 12th is always it's a varied date for sure. Some birthdays it's really warm and gorgeous and 75. Other birthdays it's raining, cold. So I really get a mixed bag. But I wouldn't trade my summer birthday for anything. I do like having a summer birthday. Okay, so we're just gonna mix a little more, and we're so close. Hang in there. Okay, I'm just filling in a few more spots. And again, if you don't like the way your grass is looking, we will be coming back to it. So if you can believe it, we're going to add more details to this grass. It's going to really look great. You can then put expert grass painter on your resume, because you will have spent so much time perfecting grass. Okay. And with that, I think we are good for now. We're going to let that grass sit and we're going to move on. Oh, so you know what? We're going to let our grass just dry a little bit. It's not going to be too long of a period to dry. We're going to be doing some other things after that. We're going to then, I think, move on to the flowers, and then we'll come back to grass in a little bit. But let's do a few more facts, shall we? Okay. So we did the bee one. Okay, not a picky plant. Daisies grow well, both in full sun and in partly shady areas. And they can live in both wet and dry climates and are resistant to pesticides and insects. And there are approximately 4,000 species of daisies that differ in size, shape, color, and type of habitat. That is wild. And because of all these factors, they're found on every continent except Antarctica, which makes perfect sense. But wow, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, I appreciate that. That just 4,000 different types of daisies. I can't imagine. I wonder if there's like a daisy expert out there whose sole job is just to differentiate the types of daisies. That'd be crazy. Okay. Yeah, let's do one more fact. How about that? Okay. All right, we got to find a good one here. Oh yeah, I like this one. Daisy comes from the Old English days eg, meaning day's eye. The name refers to the way they close their petals in the evening and open again at dawn, marking the beginning of a new day. Nice. Days, dice, eg. Okay. Well, that's cool. I like that. Old English. Yeah. Have you ever tried to read Old English? It's almost impossible. You have no idea what they're saying. You'd think, I don't even know when Old English was prominent, maybe 500 years ago. Crazy. Probably longer than that, but okay. So I think with that, we are going to move on to working on our flowers now, the star of the show. So we are going to get our tiny brush now. We're finally using it. And we're going to paint on, we're going to start with the white flowers, and then we're going to move on to the blue. And we're just going to use straight up white for this. So just dip your brush in the white. And something about these flowers, as you can see from the picture, they're not all perfectly straight up like here. I'll kind of show you. We'll do an example one. So what we're going to do for these little flowers, we're going to start with this tiny one here, a tiny one. So we're just going to kind of make little quick strokes with our brush. We're going to start at the top of the flower, and you know, whatever the best method you find for yourself is for making these little pointed petals. If you prefer to use the outside of the brush and then drag it in, or if you prefer to use the outside of the brush in, and I hope I'm making sense here, and then drag it out to a point, whatever's most comfortable for you. But we're going to start with the top and make these kind of petals here. And then as we get towards the bottom, we're going to kind of group them together so that they're shorter petals and they're kind of grouped a little closer. And hopefully what that effect does is it kind of gives the illusion that we're peering on the flowers at an angle. So they're kind of just, you know, the flowers are sitting on the grass in their natural position instead of all facing exactly towards you. And that's going to make them really look natural. Not to say that you can't have a few flowers that are perfectly round all the way. So we're just going to add in as many of these little guys as you want. And you can just kind of sprinkle them. Make sure to vary the size up a little, you know, have some medium ones. And also the petals, they don't have to all be perfectly spaced apart either. Some of them can be a little bit shorter. Some of them can be a little bit longer. Again, nature has a lot of variety, and the more variety you kind of add to these, the natural they're going to look. We're going to do a bigger one up here and kind of place it in the sky because we're going to add stems to them later. So. And when these dry, the white might be a little bit see-through and it might show some of the canvas behind it. So you can always retouch them up with some more white. They might need a little second layer or something. So feel free to always come back to them. We're going to do a tiny little one here. They're so cute. Do a slightly larger one down here. There's always a part of me that, you know, it's like frolicking through fields and then lying down in the grass. And there's a part of me that loves to do that when I'm outside. But then there's the other part, the part that says, Hannah, there's bugs in here. And I'm kind of terrified of anything with an exoskeleton. So I get a little self-conscious, but then I just kind of push it down and say, oh, don't worry about it. It's probably not that dangerous. I also have a mild hay allergy, so laying in the grass is not always the best idea. I feel like hay allergies are pretty common though, so sometimes it bothers me, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I kind of forget I have it. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to kind of work our way across this canvas, and again, you can add a few to the sky at different heights. And again, we're going to kind of add some more details to these later on. So we're going to add a big one here. I can see it coming together now. Yep, and
I'm asking if anyone is from Grand Forks.
Ooh, anyone from Grand Forks? Yeah.
So we have an event up there on June 2nd.
Okay.
So just checking
Cool.
if Grand Forks is open yet, if they're out and about doing things.
Yeah. Tell us if you're from Grand Forks and what's going on there, and if people are out and about and open, things are open. It's kind of crazy how it's only an hour away, and I feel like I almost never get up there. I've seen a couple shows in Grand Forks, the Firehouse Theater. Yeah, that's a great theater. I think it's called the Firehouse Theater. Oh my goodness, I could be completely wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, we're gonna add, yeah, let's add one more right here. Okay, don't they look cute? Just kind of all sprinkled out there. Okay, so then we're gonna kind of leave those be, let them dry a little bit. We'll come back to them. And we're gonna focus on our blue flowers. Okay, so what these are just gonna be is really simple. Just a mix of our blue and the white. And we might do a couple different shades of the blue and white mixture. So we're gonna kind of start with a slightly more blue and just a little less white here. So it'll create a light blue. I'm gonna add a little more blue in here. So kind of a medium shade of blue. And then we're gonna kind of make some lighter blue ones as well. They're all gonna be fairly light, but just a few shades. So these are with the small brush as well, and they're just gonna be kind of like the daisies, except just smaller, just a lot smaller. Okay, so let's get started with that. Let me just make sure got people tuned in. Okay, so yeah, they're just, and they might be kind of hard to see on camera here. Let me make sure. Yeah, they might be a little bit hard to see on camera, but they'll turn out really nice on the painting. Let's add a little more white. Maybe we need to make them slightly brighter. Let's try that. Okay. Yep, so just kind of like the daisies, except a lot smaller and tinier. Don't have to focus too hard on these guys. They're just going to be sprinkled all throughout the white flowers, the white daisies. I'm going to add a few over here. And I'm going to make them pretty tiny in the back as we move back towards the far end of the grass. Make them really tiny. can add as many of these as you'd like as well. There's no wrong answer, that's for sure. I'm gonna add one more in this shade, and let's try a few other shades of tiny little blue flowers, shall we? I'm gonna try to mix a little bit of darker one. We'll see how those turn out. Slightly darker blue. I think that looks nice. Okay. Gonna add a few more in the back here. Okay, I think that's about good. Again, you can add more if you'd like. They just really look precious in the field. So now we're going to kind of add in some details. So let us rinse off our brush. And the white flower should probably be dry now. Our small brush, I may say. Now we're going to take some yellow and we're going to mix it with the white, and we're going to put it in the center of our daisies. So now they aren't quite perfect circles. There's maybe a few perfect circles for the centers, but for the most part they're kind of oval-ish. So, for example, well, we'll make this one a perfect circle. Beautiful. But let's make an oval now. Okay, so yeah. Again, it kind of helps with just the angle of viewing it. They're all kind of from the side a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna make kind of one here. Yep, so just fill all those in. Oh, it's coming together, it really is. I can see it. Okay, and once you have that, we're just going to add the centers to the little blue flowers with just a dot of white. Just dotting them. You know, I'm going to mix the white with a little bit of blue actually. Here, we're going to make a really light, mostly white, and just a little bit of blue. If you can see that. I think it'll help it look a little more natural. Okay. So yep, we're just gonna dot our center flowers with that. And these are really simple. Just tiny little dots. Okay, I'll give you all a second to do that. And let's do another fact, shall we? Okay. So, the April birth flowers are daisy and sweet pea. So if you just had a birthday in April, congrats. Let's see. Oh yes, this is interesting. Daisies have lots of medicinal properties. They are thought to slow bleeding, relieve indigestion, and ease coughs. In homeopathy, the garden daisy is known as the gardener's friend for its ability to ease an aching back. I don't know if any of that is scientifically proven, but it sounds cool. I'll just, a little disclaimer. Daisy leaves can make a tasty additions to salads, and they're closely related to artichoke. I would never have guessed that. And are high in vitamin C. I don't think I've ever seen a daisy in a salad, but if someone presented a salad to me with daisies, I'd be like, wow, I'm impressed. Can I
eat it?
I think I would try it. I don't know how they would taste. I just, for some reason, I feel like they would taste bitter, but who knows? I've never had that.
Dandelion is commonly used in salads.
That is true. How do dandelions are used in salad. How do those taste?
Very bad. They're bitter.
Oh, they're bad.
They're bitter.
See, that's what I feel like a daisy would be. Just bitter, but I guess,
I don't know.
yeah. Who knows? Maybe I'll, this summer, if I run across a daisy, I'll just like eat it. I don't know. Just to test the theory.
Right?
We'll see.
Be careful for bees.
Oh yeah, oh my gosh, no, I probably won't actually eat it. Okay, so hopefully we all have our little centers of the flowers done, and we're just gonna add a few more details. Let's do some details to the grass now. I know, we've been working on this grass forever, but just a little bit more. So I'm gonna mix some white on my mixing plate, and then some yellow. Gonna add some yellow in there. And then just a touch of green to get kind of a greenish, light green yellow. Yellow green. Just some of the lighter green in there. So we get kind of this nice shade here. Okay. And we're just going to add a few streaks of that with our larger brush to the grass, just to kind of add some variety. I'm just going to kind of work that in here and there. I feel like it's a subtle addition, but it does help. Okay, so I think for that painting giveaway, I am going to do a tulip. We'll see how it goes. Don't know if I've ever painted a tulip before. I'll just get a reference image. Okay, so we have a few yellow streaks in there, and then we're just going to make some really dark streaks and add them in as well of grass. So I think the best mixture for this, let me straighten out my canvas. Okay, we're going to get our dark green. And we're going to mix some of that on the plate. with, let's see, let's do some dark brown. And that should create an even darker green, almost like a forest green. And we're just going to kind of add that in a few streaks like the yellow. I'm going to kind of drag a few up from the bottom of the canvas. These blades of grass. Don't have to add too many, just a few here and there. I think they quite do help. And a few to the back, just kind of hanging out. Again, kind of barely noticeable in the whole scene, but that's kind of the point. You want it to look natural, and variety is the spice of life, they say. I was talking about how I wish I was gardening, or I wish I could garden. And I could always grow an herb garden, I suppose. Just one of these little countertop gardens. There's products for virtually everything nowadays, so I'm sure I could find some kind of hanging wall garden online to install or make. Okay, so I think that is good. And now for the piece de la resistance. We're just going to do, for a very last step, adding some stems in. So with that same mixture of brown and deep green, except I'm going to have more brown than deep green with this mixture, a little more brown. And we're going to just mix that up. Should be pretty dark. Okay. And I'm going to take my tiny brush again, and we're just going to come in with our tiny brush, load that up, and start from, let me get some of these paints out of the way. Okay, we're going to start from the flower here, and just very lightly, very thin pressure on your brush. Just kind of drag it down. And we're not going to make these super straight stems. You know, they should kind of have some bend to them and be a little wavy. So I'll show you a second example. I'm going to kind of just pull it down to the grass. And it can kind of end wherever. They don't have to be super. Have fun with it. Okay, we're going to make this one a little bit crooked. It's going to have kind of a wild stem. We're just going to add stems to each of our flowers, and then we are done.
And then what's going to happen?
And then we're going to do our painting giveaway. So again, if you would like that painting, if some of you have just recently tuned on, stick around and we'll do that painting giveaway. Okay, I'm just gonna, just a few more stems here. All right. All right, I think that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Again, this has been Field of Daisies, and I am Hannah Tangen, so thank you so much for joining me. Have a good one. Okay, we got that timer started up.
I'm ready.
Let me pull up everything. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me pull up my reference image. We'll see how this goes. Okay. Oh, that's not it. All right. I think I'm ready.
10 minutes.
Ooh, 10 minutes. Okay. 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. All right. Now I got to think. Okay. Start with the base of the tulip. Oh my goodness, I've never done speed painting before. We're going to do a yellow tulip. I think that'll be good. Let's mix some yellow. Okay, we're just gonna go for it. Oh my goodness, the pressure is on. Okay. We'll start it about here. Okay. I quite like this yellow shade against the kind of this turquoise backdrop. So I think this is going to turn out nice. Okay, actually I'm just going to do the base. Yeah, we're going to start with the base color. Okay. Kind of just get that laid down. This is a big tulip. Okay. Okay, okay. Here we go, here we go. I'm gonna add, well, let's see. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put a few. Oh my gosh. Ooh. See how this goes. Scary, scary. Ooh, okay. That looks cool.
A little less than 8 minutes.
Oh my gosh, just 8 minutes left. Ooh, okay. We're gonna make this work. Okay, I'll add just a few. Just gonna try to do the inside of the tulip now. Oh my gosh. I got time, I got time.
7 minutes.
Oh my gosh, 7 minutes? Ah!
No pressure.
Okay, no pressure, no pressure.
It's okay, nobody's watching.
Oh, that's right. Is that you watching? Okay. Well, we're still giving it away, aren't we?
Yep, definitely.
Okay.
As long as they're here to win, they have to comment when we call their name.
Okay.
And they can't hear me, so you'll have to repeat it if you can.
Okay.
Too bad, that's okay.
Yeah, I don't know if this is quite looking like a tulip, but it's something, so. How many minutes do we have left?
Oh boy. 4 minutes. 4.5 minutes.
Okay, all right, we can do this. Four minutes. 4 minutes. Okay. You know, I'm calm. I had to write an essay. No, I had to write 2 essays today for a final, both 2 pages each, and like 25 vocab questions in an hour and a half. So for a test, it was a time test today. So I'm not too worried.
Oh, so you've already had the stress of a timer today.
Oh yes, yes. So this is like kind of a cakewalk compared to.
Judy says, do we need to say bingo?
Bingo! Ooh, we need to say, what did I say?
Oh.
We need to say giveaway. Yes, that is the magic word.
Three and a half minutes.
Oh, 3.5 minutes. Here we go. Final stretch here. Well, I'll try to make something nice for everyone.
Yeah, bingo's fun.
I like bingo. We can do bingo next time. And I think they have yellow stems, so we can do that. Just add a little bit of yellow on the top here. You know what, maybe I'll add a little bumblebee. Maybe it'll be a mistake. We'll see.
A few minutes.
Oh my goodness. Gonna be the funkiest looking little bumblebee.
Oh, are you putting a bee on it?
I am putting a little bee on there. It's not the best looking bee, but this brown just really doesn't want to work with me. Oh, okay. Thank you. Just really trying to give him some antenna. Come on. Using the tiny brush. Oh my gosh. We'll add a few highlights on the flower here.
One second.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
There we go.
Sorry, I forgot the 10-second timer.
That's okay.
Just popped it up at the
Okay, well, I mean, here it is. We got a questionable bee here, but not a terrible tulip for the first time. So if you would like this, I don't know if anyone, well, we'll see who the winner is.
We
So.
got a few people in the drawing, so you get to pick a number 1 through 3.
Okay, let's.
No, actually 1 through 30.
Oh, 1 through 30. Okay, let's do 24.
That would be Heidi.
Heidi, you won.
Heidi has to comment.
All right, Heidi. Well, you have to comment. So if you want to comment, winner, chicken dinner, bingo, giveaway, just comment anything, something.
We'll give her some time because she's on we're on a minute delay.
Okay,
So,
cool.
So we'll give her about a minute to respond, and if she doesn't respond, then it goes to the next person.
Sure. Cool. Yeah, I don't think well, I don't know. We'll see.
Yep, there she's responding.
Ah!
Okay.
Okay. Yes, Heidi. You won. Congrats. You'll get my all right tulip. And is that a bee? We'll see if it's I was just trying to give him some antennae and it just didn't quite work, but that's okay. Here, maybe I should sign it. I'll put a little sign.
Yeah, sign it. What the heck?
Yeah, what the heck? I gotta sign it. Do a little. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, so we have a comment from Heidi?
She commented, so I told her to send us her address.
Okay.
And okay, so she wants to pick it up in the studio. Okay, perfect.
Wonderful.
Well, the 6 weekdays. And 4 Saturday.
Okay, so we're good to
Yeah.
be done. All right.
Thanks for playing, everyone.
Yeah, thanks everyone for playing. Thank you, Heidi. Thanks for commenting and hope you enjoyed today. Have a good one.